Oftentimes in 3D modeling, we want to connect multiple objects together and have them move and scale together. We do this by setting up a model hierarchy with our objects. Using a hierarchy, we can give one object importance over any others that are connected to it. This makes it so that when we move or scale one object, the others attached to it will also move or scale. Let me show you a hierarchy by using what we call a parent-child relationship with these objects. I have a character here set up with several different objects, and I want to set up a parent-child relationship with them all so that if I move one of the objects, all the others move with it. And so I'm going to have the body object here in the middle be the parent, and all the others are going to be a child object of that parent. If I select the body and come up to my options and select the body tab, it gives me some options here, and we'll use that in just a minute. What we're going to do is a shortcut here. So select the arm, or if I select the arm and then hold down shift and select another object and then do a control P, I'm going to set parent to the object. So if I select that, it creates a parent-child relationship, and what it does, I selected the arm first and then selected the body, and that's important. And that makes it so the last thing that I select actually becomes the parent object. And the first thing I selected is the child object. And I can see that here. If I select the arm in the properties here, the parent is now the body. And so wherever the body moves, let me show you, wherever the body moves, that child object will move with it. If I scale it, it will scale with it. So it does everything alongside of it, but it remains its own object. Okay, so I can do that with the rest as well. If I click on the other arm and then shift click the parent object and control P, set parent to object, I'll do that with all others. One more. Okay, so they are all set as children to the parent object, which is the body. Now if I move that body, everything's going to move with it. If I scale it, everything scales with it. So that's a nice way of keeping all objects separate, so they're still separate objects and I can go in and edit them separately, but they all move together. Now if I move one of the objects separately from the parent, nothing happens because it's not a parent of anything else. And so I can move that freely. There's a little dotted line that is connected to the body, just kind of showing that relationship, the parent-child relationship. I could scale it and do what I want with that arm, but then as soon as I move the body, it goes with it. And that's the parent-child relationship.